Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in Skyrim, and this will be the first of our 4-part Thu'um Master guide. We will be covering 5 shouts in each video, and we'll be starting with the first one. This one is part of the main storyline. You're going to have to go to this place. It's called the Barrow or something, like the Bleak Falls Barrow, I believe. You're going to fight a zombie dude there. And after you defeat him, you want to turn around and grab your word off of the wall. This is part of the main storyline, so you can't miss this. And the second part is still part of the main storyline. You are going to have to go to High Throgar, and then you're going to meet the monk dudes, the Greybeards, and they will give you the second part. Then they're going to send you on a fetch quest to get some horn and return it to Agranar or something. Anyways, once you get it, you come back and then you give it to him, and then he's going to tell you to meet Wolfgar, and then he will give you the last part of the Fusro Da shout. So once you pick it up, you should complete your first shout, and once you do that, you should get your first achievement, and that's for learning one whole shout. It's called Words of Power for a 10 gamer score. And then you want to move on. This is outside of Whiterun, will be this area. It's going to be High Throgar again. After you learn all of the Fusro Da words, you are going to be given the first part of Whirlwind Sprint. Then you are sent over to Solitude, and from there you want to head all the way over here to Volkskeeg. This, once again, is part of the main storyline. You're going to have to clear a dungeon and then climb to the top of the mountain. You're going to get your word, and as soon as you turn around, you're going to have to fight another undead dude, but that is the second part of Whirlwind Sprint. The third and final part will be this dungeon outside of Morthal. It's called Dead Man's Respite. You're going to have a quest in here where you guide a ghost over to fight Olaf or something. But instead of fighting Olaf and his soldiers, I'm just going to sneak past them and grab my word off of the wall. And here it is. And there is Whirlwind Sprint. That's 2 down. We're going to move on to the third one. This is from Morthal. You want to head to Ustangrav, I guess. You're going to get to this area, once again, dungeon crawling, and you're going to be doing a lot of dungeon crawling to get all of the shouts, but that will help towards the clearing 50 dungeons achievement, as well as the side quest or miscellaneous quest achievement. But anyways, this one's actually off the beaten path. You want to actually jump down from the bridge, head towards the waterfall, and to the right of it will be the first part of Become Eternal. And from Markoth, you want to head all the way down to the Lost Valley of Redoubt. Luckily, this isn't a dungeon, it's just an outside area. There's going to be a ton of Forsworn sorcerers here, and you want to watch out for those guys. And you can grab the word off of the wall, and there is part 2. And then the next part from Winterhold, you want to head down here to the Iron Bind Barrow. And then you're going to have a quest here where you guide these 2 sorcerer people, and once you get to the end, this person, Beamjaw, is gonna betray you. So before that can happen, and we put a few sword slashes in that person's face, we're gonna grab the word, and there is our next shout. Fourth one, once again from Winterhold, you're gonna head down to this area. It's called Mount Anthor, and this is actually a dungeon with a dragon in it, so you're gonna have to fight a dragon, and this is also part of the Get 20 dragon souls. So after you defeat the dragon, you want to run up the stairs and grab the word off of the wall. And this is the first part of the ice form. And it's from Dawnstar. We're going to head down and go to the Frostmere Crypt. You're going to have a dungeon. This is the Pale Sword quest, I think. Basically, fight this dude and you loot the Pale Sword off of his body. You can either put it back on the pedestal where it rightfully belongs, or you can steal it and sell it for monies. But anyways, right before you leave back into the outer world, the wall will be to the right. Once again, from Winterhold, you want to head down a bit to Sarthal. And this is part of the college in Winterhold. It's part of that quest tree. So if you're going for the, I think it's the Mage Guild or something achievement, this is part of the story. You're gonna have to go through this archaeology thing with all the students, and then once you get to the giant ball, you're gonna have to find that. Alright, this one is another dungeon Once you get to the end, do not go in the middle area. You want to actually go on the side, because the middle area will be a trapdoor, and if you aren't so good at lockpicking, you are going to be stuck in there for a while. So make sure you head to the left and grab the wall. From Markath, you want to go up a bit, and in this dungeon, you're going to fight some more dead people. It's the common theme of Skyrim dungeons, to fight dead people. And once you clear the dungeon, you will get your word like usual. And the next one, and this is called Kind's Peace, by the way. This one's by Iversteed. It is an area known as the Shroud Hearth Barrow. You're going to have to go back to this dungeon twice, actually. Basically, you talk to the innkeep in Iverstead to get a side quest. He tells you to go in and get a journal from a ghost, and you return to Iverstead and give him the journal, and he'll give you the Sapphire Claw, which will allow you to open the second part of the dungeon. You're going to have to fight a boss and some enemies, and you can get the wall. That's all there is for this part. Don't forget to check back soon for more.